No limitang here and il filibusterismo is two of the novels written by Jose Rizal, stories of his passion and drive to free his people from the Spanish regime. But aside from the two well-known novels that has become an extension of his identity, who is Jose Protasio Mercado Rizal y Alonso Realonda? Who is the hero whose sword was a pen? Who was the writer behind Ibarra and Simeon? Who is the hero named Pepe? Pepe, the hero behind the pen.
Unso madumes! Fuego!
June 19, 1861, Calamba, Laguna, born the seventh child of Francisco Mercado Rizal and Teodora Alonso Realonda. The infant was named Jose after Saint Joseph, for his mom was a devotee. Rizal was born to 10 siblings, namely Saturnina, Pasiano, Narcisa, Olympia, Lucia, Maria, Concepcion, Josefa, Trinidad, and Soledad. Their blood is a combination of Filipino, Spanish, Chinese, and Japanese. The Rizals came from a good and middle-class family in Calamba. Aged 5, he started making sketches and molding clay and wax objects. He even was in charge of the city's banner during fiestas. He wrote his first poem when he was 8, Sa Aking Mga Kabata, an appeal to our people to love our national language. Rizal's first teacher was his mother. Then he started going to private school in Binyan. Our hero wasn't always behind the pen, but during his youth he also had school fights like ordinary students. He was also once got beaten by his teacher because of this fight. Nevertheless, he was brilliant and surpassed his classmates in Spanish, Latin, and other subjects.
Jose was sent to Manila for 4 months and studied in Ateneo Municipal, a college under the supervision of the Spanish Jesuits. He finished his studies in the year 1877 and received with highest honor and an excellent scholastic records during his stay. Rizal is an achiever. He loves writing prose and poem. Doña Teodora opposed the idea of sending Rizal to UST to pursue higher education because she knew what happened to Cumbursa. Despite his mother's tears, Rizal went to University of Santo Tomas in the year 1877 to 1882. During that time, Rizal is also victim of Spanish officers' brutality. He was unhappy at this Dominican institution of higher learning, and after finishing the 4th year of his medical course, Rizal decided to study in Spain. He secretly departed in Spain. Rizal enrolled in the Universidad Central de Madrid and an Academy of Fine Arts of San Fernando. But things turned from bad to worse, wherein allowances of Rizal were late in arrival and there were times they never arrived. With an empty stomach, he attended his class and completed his studies in Spain in the year 1885.
After Madrid, Rizal went to Paris and Germany to specialize in ophthalmology with the main objective to cure her mother's eye ailment. In Paris, Rizal fenced with Nelly Boasted, whom he nearly married if she did not insisted turning him into Protestant. He wrote his first letter to Professor Ferdinand Blumentritt when he was already in Germany. In Berlin, he experienced poverty. His friend Dr. Maximo Viola arrived and loaned him funds to publish the Noli Me Tangere. His idea of writing the novel to depict the miseries of Filipinos under Spain was after reading Uncle Tom's Cabin by Harriet Stowey. He began writing it in Madrid and finished it in Germany. He printed it on 1887 at Berliner Buchkei Action Gesellschaft, 300 pesos for 2,000 copies. He took the name Touch Me Not from the Gospel of St. John, chapter 20, verses 13 to 17. After the publication of Noli, Rizal planned to visit the important places in Europe with Dr. Maximo Viola. He received Pasiano's remittance of 1,000 pesos and paid his debt to Viola. In 1887, Rizal was saddened with the exhibition of the Igorots in the Madrid Exposition. He was outrageous with the degradation of his fellow countrymen.
The alluring beauties of foreign countries and all the memories of Rizal in alien lands could neither make him fight for his fatherland nor turn his back to his own nationality. True that he studied abroad, acquired the love and languages of foreign nations, and enjoyed the friendship of many great men of the Western world, but he remained at heart a true Filipino with an unquenchable love for the Philippines. Rizal decided to come home. However, His delightful trip to Manila followed by a happy homecoming, he was forced by his powerful enemies to leave his country for the second time in February 1888. He left Manila and visited Macau, Hong Kong, and wrote Blumentritt these exact same words. Macau is a small but very clean city. After that, one of the happiest interludes in the life of Rizal happened when he visited Japan, or the land of the cherry blossoms. He was impressed on the beauty of the country, the cleanliness, politeness, and industry of the Japanese people.
Rizal first saw America on April 28, 1888. He kept notes of what he observed during his trip from San Francisco to New York. Though he never experienced discrimination, he wrote this observation: "I visited the largest cities of America with their big buildings and magnificent conceptions. Undoubtedly, America is a great country but still has many defects." After visiting the U.S., Rizal lived in London for 1 year. He chose the English city to be his new home for 3 reasons: to improve his knowledge of the English language, to study and annotate Morga's Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas, and London was his safe place to carry his fight against the Spanish tyranny. Upon his arrival at the city of Paris, Rizal founded 3 Filipino societies: the Kidlat Club, Indios Bravos, and the RDIM Society. Rizal organized these societies to bring together the young Filipinos in Paris so that they could enjoy their sojourn in the city during the International Exposition.
Rizal lived with Jose Albert at number 35 Rue Philippe Champagne, owned by the Jacobi sisters. While he was in Brussels, he continued his second novel and wrote articles for La Solidaridad. These were A la Defensa, La Verdad para Todos, Vicente Barrientos, Teatro Tagalo, Una Profanación, Verdades Nuevas, Crueldad, Diferencias, Inconsecuencias, Llanto y Risas, and Ingratitudes. Rizal traveled to Madrid to seek justice for his family and Calamba tenants. He sought the help of the Filipino Colony Asociación Hispano-Filipino and some liberal Spanish newspapers. He aborted duel with Antonio Luna because of jealousy to Nelly Bausted, and he challenges Wenceslao Iratana to a duel because of his article against Calamba folks in the anti-Filipino newspapers in Madrid La Epoca. Jose Rizal went to Biarritz for a vacation and had a romance with the younger Bausted sisters Nelly, but did not end in marriage because of difference in religion and opposition of Nelly's mother.
El Filibusterismo was printed. Noli was compared to Philly. Noli is a romantic novel. It is a work of the heart, a book of feeling. It has freshness, color, humor, lightness, and wit. While Philly is a political novel, it is a work of the head, a book of thought. It contains bitterness, hatred, pain, violence, and sorrow. Rizal went to Hong Kong to celebrate Christmas with his family. He practiced as an ophthalmic surgeon to earn a living for himself and his family. But then, he decided to return to Manila to confer with Governor Despujol regarding the Borneo colonization project to establish La Liga Filipina in Manila. La Liga Filipina was founded. He presented the constitution of the La Liga, which he had written in Hong Kong, which is a civic league of Filipinos. One time, he went to resume interviews with Governor General, and this general showed printed leaflets. Rizal was arrested and brought to Fort Santiago. A few days after his arrest, Rizal on board the steamer Cebu was sent in exile to Dapitan, a remote town in Mindanao.
While Rizal was in Dapitan, he lived in the house of Captain Carcinero. He studied and practiced medicine, particularly as an eye specialist. He had a patient named Don Ignacio Dumarong, a rich Filipino man from Hong Kong who had been cured by Rizal and was able to see again. There are also rare specimens named under Rizal's honor: Draco Rizali, Flying Dragon, Apogonia Rizali, a small beetle, and Rhacophorus Rizali, a rare frog. Rizal also introduced modern agriculture that had been observed in Europe and America, and he even imported some farm machines from the United States. After that, he met Josephine Bracken, which he wanted to marry, but the father Obac refused to marry them without the Bishop of Cebu's permission. But they continued their affair until they had a son named Francisco. Rizal was exiled in Dapitan. After 4 years of being exiled, he returned to Europe. Without Rizal knowing, Governor General Blanco was secretly conspiring with the ministers of war and the colonies for his downfall. After a few hours before reaching Barcelona, he was held prisoner in his cabin. In that time, Rizal was imprisoned at Monique, then brought to the headquarters of Governor General Despujol, where it was decided to ship him back to Manila on the transport ship of Colon.
Rizal chose Lieutenant Luis Taviel de Andrade to be his defender in court. The court-martial of Rizal started in military building called Cuartel de España, where he was accused of 3 crimes: rebellion, sedition, and illegal association. Governor General Polavieja signed the decision of the court-martial and ordered Rizal to be shot 7 o'clock in the morning of December 30, 1896 at Bagumbayan. Before he died, he wrote an entitled poem which was given the title Ultimo Adios by the Rizalistas.
Butso madumis! Fuego!
To know Dr. Rizal's work is a way to show respect, but to try knowing Pepe is the best thing to show gratitude to the person who fought for the freedom we are now enjoying. Pepe, the hero behind the pen.